Welcome back to International Star Media, the Gold Star Standard at the Gold Star Standard. Reactions, reviews, and news you can use. Once again, I am your host, International Yada, for the records and the dollars. And check it out. House Bill 2323 from the great state of Illinois. What is House Bill 2323? We all know a lot are not keeping up with the laws. There are a lot of laws being passed. 2025. Check it out. Let's get into this. What is House Bill 2323? Check it out. From the great state of Illinois. House Bill 2323 established the Uniform Statewide Crime Statistics Task Force. Okay? One more time. House Bill 2323 establishes the Uniform Statewide Crime Statistics Task Force, a group of experts from various fields to assist the Illinois State Police in creating a cutting-edge system for collecting and sharing crime data. Y'all pay attention to this. House Bill 2323, straight out of the great state of Illinois. Here we go. Here goes some news you can use on it.
Well, House Republicans are presenting solutions to help curb human trafficking. State Representative Nicole Laha is pushing for tougher laws to fight human trafficking in Illinois. Illinois is ranked among the top 10 trafficking states. She is introducing 3 bills to strengthen protections for victims.
Pay attention.
And holding traffickers accountable. The proposals would remove time limits on prosecuting certain trafficking crimes, stop offenders from claiming they didn't know a victim's age, and require traffickers to register as sex offenders.
So these new bills are here and put in place. If you are a trafficker, which I hope you're not out there being a trafficker, but if you are a trafficker, this is what's going to go on with this new bill that's been passed. You will have to register as a sex offender. 1, 2. You know what? Let's take this back. Pay attention.
Remove time limits on prosecuting certain trafficking crimes, stop offenders from claiming they didn't know a victim's age, and require traffickers to register as sex offenders.
So if you out here trafficking and you get caught up in the state of Illinois, you will have to register as a sex offender. Y'all hear that? There's no time limits on how far they can go back for a so-called victim to sue you for trafficking. I hope y'all paying attention. We're going to take this from the top. I'm going to stop talking. We're going to play it all the way through. Let's go.
Are presenting solutions to help curb human trafficking. State Representative Nicole Laha is pushing for tougher laws to fight human trafficking in Illinois. Illinois is ranked among the top 10 trafficking states. She is introducing 3 bills to strengthen protections for victims and holding traffickers accountable. The proposals would remove time limits on prosecuting certain trafficking crimes, stop offenders from claiming they didn't know a victim's age, and require traffickers to register as sex offenders.
I believe that every trafficker caught and every survivor supported is a step closer to justice.
She says these changes will help survivors seek justice and keep communities informed.
Y'all hear that now? So if you out here dealing with these underage, I hope y'all learn. We hope y'all learn. I hope you was paying attention to what they was saying. They don't care if you didn't know her age. You could say, hey, I didn't know she was under 18. Well, you should have knew. They talking about throwing a book at you for a long, long time. Don't do it. You're going to hear this theme come up in a lot of these videos that we posting over here at the Gold Star Standard. At the Gold Star Standard. So take heed. Here we go. Let's get off into a second news story about this. Pay attention.
Follow up for you this evening. Lawmakers filed a bill in the Capitol that would strengthen the efforts to prevent human trafficking. Before, state agencies worked separately to detect human trafficking. But the new bill filed by Senator Julie Morrison will create teamwork between state police, the Department of Human Services, and the Department of Children and Family Services.
So all of these services getting together. So if you get caught up in one, it's like a whirlwind. They're going to spin you through the rest of them. Pay attention. Check it out. Don't do it.
Human Services and the Department of Children and Family Services to all work together. The time limit for lawsuits will also be removed so survivors can sue their abuser even if it happened decades ago.
Unfortunately, many instances of trafficking do not get reported because the crimes are not recognized or the victims simply don't know where to go for help.
The bill will create a human trafficking unit. Officers and social workers will be provided with more training to help survivors. The bill passed the Senate committee with bipartisan support yesterday.
So as you can see, the bill was passed. So it's in full effect right now. International Star Media, the Gold Star Standard, at the Gold Star Standard. And we do support adult consensual sex workers. 100%. We do support adult consensual sex workers over here. We do not support sex traffickers. We do not support you dealing with underage females. We don't support that over here. Pay attention to what's going on. They got a place for you. You think it's cool to deal with underage children? They got a place for you. And they passing bills all across the United States because this seems like an epidemic. Y'all just won't stop. Y'all just won't stop. Well, now it doesn't make a difference if you say, I didn't know how old she was. I thought she was 18 or above. Well, you should have knew, player. You should have knew. Take heed. Check it out. Human trafficking is defined by the U.S. Justice Department as a crime that involves compelling or coercing a person to provide labor or services or to engage in commercial sex. Hey, so if you're doing any of that, they got something for you. Check it out.
Whether it's a massage parlor in Springfield that has been indicated, or whether it is labor practices in Chicago, human trafficking is everywhere, and it's often a hidden crime. It affects children, men, and women, takes many forms, including sexual exploitation, but also forced labor. And as a transportation hub, Illinois ranks among the highest in the number of human trafficking cases in the whole United States. Within Illinois alone, the National Human Trafficking Hotline has identified more than 5,600 victims since 2007. But that is probably just a drop in the bucket, because unfortunately, many instances of trafficking do not get reported because the crimes are not recognized or the victims simply don't know where to go for help. With this legislation that I'm sponsoring, we're moving away from the fragmented efforts to address human trafficking statewide and towards a cohesive, victim-centered approach. This bill is a culmination of 2 years of work. It has been led by the Illinois State Police and the Department of Human Services with the assistance of several other state agencies and stakeholders. It is a coordination of existing services that we already have across the state that are currently siloed.
So the existing services they have, like what they mentioned, DHF, the state troopers in the state of Illinois, all of the factors are coming together. And if you get caught, they're looking for somebody to make an example of right now. Don't be that one. They're looking right now for somebody to come to Illinois and slip up and do something stupid and get caught up in this. Because you know where you're going. When they catch you, you know where you're going if they catch you up in this. Don't do it. Leave those children alone.
The bill is based on recommendations of the Joint Human Trafficking Working Group, which was formed in 2023 with input from 60 stakeholders and state agencies. This bill will build a network of services for survivors using a victim-centered, trauma-informed approach and provide consistency through the state's response to human trafficking. Law enforcement and state agencies would expand training efforts to ensure appropriate and compassionate responses to victims and improve the recognition of the signs of trafficking. Agencies that would be tasked with further developing training, screening, tools, and protocol include DCFS, the Department of Human Services, the Department of Juvenile Justice, and the Department of Corrections. We're talking about collaboration and consistency. To support law enforcement's ability to respond to human trafficking cases, this proposal would create multidisciplinary task forces to coordinate the investigation across jurisdictions.
It's so many stories out here of adults dealing with children that y'all got them changing laws state to state. It's crazy. Y'all got them changing the laws state to state. Because you want to deal with a minor. Well, do it in Illinois, they got something for you.
Doesn't that make so much sense to have everybody together working on the same issue simultaneously? Senate Bill 2323 would also remove the 25-year time limit for victims to bring a lawsuit against their abuser. This will allow survivors who were trafficked as minors to seek justice at any point in their healing process. This legislation is a product of years of work and collaboration and will provide consistency among the work that the agencies and organizations are already doing.
Thanks for watching this video.
Hey, that's what it is. And like he said, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. International Star Media, the Gold Star Standard, at the Gold Star Standard. Reactions, reviews, and news you can use. Once again, I am your host, International Yada, for the record saying the dollars, and we will see you on the next one.